The DA says it will continue pushing for an independent anti-corruption unit, and Isimangaliso Wetlands Park chairperson says they reflect with pride and dignity on the developmental work they do with local communities. Ambosiso Khadebe with the latest news update. The Democratic Alliance says it will continue pushing for an independent anti-corruption unit similar to the Scorpions. The party's Shadow Minister of Police, Diane Collar-Bernard, says in many respects the Hawks do not measure up to the Scorpions. Public hearings on the South African Police Service Amendment Bill will take place this week. The bill is the result of a constitutional court ruling which found that the Hawks was open to political interference and called for the situation to be remedied in law. Bernard believes there's still a lot of work to be done.
The Democratic Alliance will this week continue its campaign in Parliament to create a sufficiently independent anti-corruption unit like the Scorpions were. We will study the feasibility and implications of setting up a Chapter 9 type body to combat corruption as suggested by various organisations in their submissions. And we have identified at least 10 ways in which the Hawks do not measure up to the Scorpions. And we'll ensure that these objections are raised and taken into account during the public hearing process, which goes on next week.
Newly elected Limpopo Youth League chairperson Rudzani Ludere says they will continue the fight to ensure that youth unemployment remains a top priority for government. He was speaking during the closing session of the Provincial Youth League Conference in Polokwane. The conference declared its support for the resolutions of the National Youth League Conference held last year, including nationalization of mines and the expropriation of land without compensation. They also vowed to support the ANC's provincial executive and embattled youth leader, Julius Malema. Ludere says they are committed to change. The ANC is optimistic of pulling off a victory on Wednesday's by-election in Ward 45, which includes Gugulethu Township in Cape Town. The ward, which belonged to the DA, became vacant following the death of the party's councillor. Addressing a rally at the Gugulethu Sports Complex, Defence and Military Veterans Minister Lindiwe Sisulu has said the ANC is fielding a strong female candidate who is also a hard worker.
We are represented by a woman of integrity, a woman who knows what work means, a woman who knows what the ANC means.
And lastly, Isimangaliso Wetlands Park chairperson Mavuso Msimang says they reflect with pride and dignity on the developmental work they do with local communities. The global One Day on Earth environmental initiative was celebrated today at the park, a World Heritage Site on the KwaZulu-Natal North Coast. Msimang says the World Heritage Site has uplifted poor locals, both economically and socially, via jobs as game rangers, hotel managers, waiters, game drivers, visitor escorts, to even enrolling local youth in tertiary institutions.
We have the involvement of communities who are making money. The kids are going to school, not just primary school, but university.
Catch our Kosatu Rally special package on Option 7 and the latest news